Today on the show, Shaquille O'Neal, Bob Costas, and Brandi Chastain. No, it's not an episode of 2.5 Men. It's the Tweekly News, and it starts right after we light this fake, highly flammable Olympic torch. Do you always carry a gray butane kitchen fireplace lighter? Yeah, in case I have to light a fake Olympic torch. Hey, welcome to the Tweekly News, the only internet Twitter show that's not afraid to tell Tim Tebow to put his shirt back on. I'm Jason Sklar. And I'm Randy Sklar. And go ahead and follow us. We are at Sklar Brothers. We're here taking time off from filing our motion to get joint custody of Michael Jackson's children. I'll take Blanket, you take Paris. And we can share. That way, if I lose Blanket, we'll always have Paris. Okay, check your testosterone levels, people. It's time to figuratively pee in a cup. It's at sports. Now, there was more action on Twitter this week than in the entire Olympic Village after dark. Hey-o! Andy Richter threw some Costas love into the Twitterverse. Of all the Twilight vampires, Bob Costas is the least threatening. It's a good point, Andy. Costas may not have a reflection when he looks in the mirror, but at least he belongs at the Olympics. He's been broadcasting the damn thing since before it was televised. Whereas Seacrest makes less sense than hundreds of Mary Poppins trying to beat down a giant goblin baby. With umbrellas, Britney Spears style. First time we saw Seacrest's Olympic coverage, we tweeted, "Seacrest out of his element." No, Seacrest, the country hasn't just voted, and you're not tossing it down to Vanessa Manillo in Times Square. We need an actual journalist to help us decipher what the hell Bella Caroli is saying. Meanwhile, former genie Shaquille O'Neal kicked off the first day of the Olympics with this gold medal query. Can Michael Phelps still get 8 medals even though he just came in 4th? Let me know. And who is in the lead regarding medal count? I know it's us. If you know it's us, then why are you asking? And by the way, when you asked, it was China, Kazam. Hey, Sklar, in the interruption, it's time to relearn. And just like X helps people relearn life without cigarettes with its free quit plan, we relearn that the only thing more entertaining than a cat fight in an outdoor fountain is a cat fight on Twitter. This week, U.S. women's soccer goalie Hope Solo used Twitter to rip into former U.S. soccer star Brandi Chastain for her critical analysis of the team's defense during their 3-0 win against Colombia. Hope tweeted, "It's too bad we can't have commentators who better represents the team and knows more about the game, at Brandi Chastain." For someone defending her team's defense, she sure sounds defensive. Here's another Twitter shot she took at Brandi. "Lay off commentating about defending and GKing until you get more educated, at Brandi Chastain." The game has changed from a decade ago, which had sports blogs all over England buzzing with the same refrain. "Will you two just shag and get it over with, please?" Now, even though each tweet maxes out 140 characters, a cool twit pic is worth 1,000 characters. This is Pick This. Twitter savant Rob Delaney tweeted out this pic with the caption, "If you're a comedian, this is the worst possible thing to see walking into your show." And he's right. You should never wear a veil with regular clothes. It's unnatural. Like marriage itself. Well, we never cease to be amazed by who has a Twitter feed. That's why we've created this segment, Blank has a Twitter feed? Now, much to my chagrin, I discovered that Taco Bell has a Twitter feed. Of course, the only time you can enjoy reading it is at 2 a.m. when you're hammered. At Taco Bell tweeted, "Last day, bring a friend and enjoy a free Cantina bowl or burrito when you buy one." Taking a friend to Taco Bell for a free item is a great way of saying, "We're not good enough friends for me to be seen with you paying full price at Del Taco." Well, you know the old saying, Rand, you take your friends to Taco Bell, keep your enemies at Chipotle. I did not know that saying. I just said it. Oh, okay. Now, before we log off, it's time for Tweets to Retweet, where we highlight tweets from people we follow who we think you should follow too. Our good buddy Patton Oswalt tweeted out this retail advice recently. "If you're selling bed sheets at a Chevron, you probably don't need to bother announcing the thread count." It's a good point, Patton. And besides, everyone knows it's better to get your bedding from Meineke. Yeah, you go to gas stations for flatware and overpriced gas. Hey, thanks for logging on to the Tweekly News, and don't forget to follow at the Tweekly News. And for more of all this ridiculousness, go to becomeanx.org/Sklar for exclusive content, outtakes, and more rest stop houseware suggestions. You know, I get all my placemats at Pep Boys. That's funny because I've always thought of Pep Boys as a place for ramekins. And ramekins alone. It's ramekins. Place for ramekins, and that's it. It's ramekins. It's ramekins. It's ramekins. It's ramekins. You're wrong. Oh, I'm gonna stay at a Ramada Inn. What are the
a Ramada Inn?